Hello, everybody, and welcome to another exciting event here tonight. Joined here, as always, by my sidekick and co-host, Mr. Matthew Perry. A little bit of a different kickoff here tonight than where we're normally at. We're going to be kicking things off tonight with a local topic, and we'll be joined here momentarily. Well, actually, she's just waiting here on the side, but we'll be joined in here momentarily by the heart and soul of Morgan County Auction, Miss Caitlin Boland. She is locked and ready to go, even though she said she's nervous. Wayne, I actually see people tagging you in these posts. Actually, Wayne is here with us, guys. Morgan County actually has Morgan County Auction actually has a representative here in the building tonight, Mr. Wayne Thornsberry. So you'll hear him throughout the night. And Caitlin, you want to say hi? Oh, let's try it again. All right, now you can say it. Hi, everyone. So, see, Caitlin is with us. She's just waiting. She's nervous. I told her not to be nervous. There's no reason to be nervous, but I understand. Um, you yourself, you've been a part of Morgan County Auction before. You've been over there before. I think everybody in here, and I'm pretty sure everybody in here with us tonight has been a part of Morgan County Auction. So, but weirdly enough, earlier this week, I've had two people. No, just two. I mean, that's not bad, but I've had two people come up to me and say, "What exactly is Morgan County Auction?" And I'm like, okay, so guess I have to explain it to you. But Morgan County Auction basically is what it sounds like. It's an online bidding event. That Caitlin herself, brought here. You go throughout the week, which I'll let her explain all that stuff in a minute. Basically, it runs 7 days a week, and then they have the meeting, on Sundays. And currently, it is 1 to 2. Is that right? Yeah, 1 to 2. So, she'll be able to explain a little bit more about that to you guys here shortly. Um, but yeah, what the topic of the night really is with the Morgan County Auction is basically, they've been set up for the past 4 years at the horse park or Morgan County High School baseball softball field area, the parking lot out there. Well, here I'll just pull up an image and show you. I mean, as you can see, this is actually an image here by Dakota Maxey that was sent to me by Caitlin and Matthew to kind of show you, the location. And you see here, this is, a pretty good crowd there, but this is probably one of the smaller crowds that's there. I mean, this, it puts up a pretty good, massive amount of people there on a Sunday afternoon. And, she'll be able to go over more, of times and things like that with you guys here in the next little bit. But the issue and the topic of this is I'm trying to get things pulled up on Facebook here so I can see what's going on here. Um, where I've already got you on the phone, Caitlin. I ain't able to see what's going on the phone, so I'm having to pull it up on my computer. But anyway, what the issue is basically, they were faced with an issue with the Morgan County Judge Executive Physical Court type thing that, they were met with needing a little bit of insurance, needed some type of insurance because, let's see, CAECO. Was not going to be able to cover Morgan County Auction. So, what happened was, Caitlin and the sellers over there, and I know many of you guys are watching right now, they was asked to do a $5 seller's fee. And, and that fee would basically cover up the insurance cost that was $750 that they come up with. Well, so then they come up with it, and as most of you guys know, you sellers here in Wayne, they come up with the $750, and then they're met with another obstacle that says, hey, you still can't meet, even though you've got the insurance that we requested, until this physical court meets and you guys have approval. Well, so here we go. It's kind of like, okay, wow, okay, whatever. So I've actually lost my breath, so I'm going to let Caitlin take it for a little bit here. So, ladies and gentlemen, as you already know, she's here. But without further ado, here's your heart and soul of Morgan County Auction, Miss Caitlin Boland. Caitlin, take it away.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. I am a little bit nervous. Bear with me here. I had brought up, I was contacted by the judge executive and told that we may have to have insurance, our own personal insurance to cover our meetings because KCO, the company that I assume insures county properties, said that they would not be able to cover us when we meet there for liabilities if something happens. So we came up with, and that was supposed to be the main issue, was the insurance, and we set up a plan to charge sellers the least amount possible so that we could come up with the money for the insurance. And we did that. We did meet, and we came up with the money, and then that Monday I went and paid for it, and I had the receipt for the insurance here. It took a while to get the quote and everything for the insurance, but we come up with the insurance, and then of course it was brought up that we would still have to go through fiscal court because that was something that we never did when we started this. We did have verbal permission from the judge executive's office that was there at the time.
The previous judge, right?
The previous judge, that we could use it and that it wouldn't be a problem. Granted, we weren't the size that we are now, so I assume he probably thought it wouldn't be that big of a deal, but we were never made aware that we would have to have insurance or, go through fiscal court or anything like that.
All right, Caitlin, real quick here. I've got a question for you coming out of the comments while we're on this part of the topic. Did the fiscal court meet? Did they meet to put you guys off, to put you guys off of the lot that you already were on? Or did the judge do it? Did the judge do it on his own without a magistrate approval?
No, they did not meet or nothing. Nothing was done with the magistrates. It was the judge executive that I talked to him, and he told me it would be best to shut it down for the 2 weeks until fiscal court on the 27th.
And that is February 27th, right?
Right.
Okay.
But we do have some exciting news because now we will be he is doing a special called fiscal court meeting for tomorrow at 6 p.m. So that maybe we can get this approved and over with and not miss any meetings.
Yeah, that's wonderful news there. I know some of the issues that, we talked about earlier in the week, with things that were going on, at the auction. There were some issues going on about a traffic control plan. There were some issues about the traffic, being backed up and stuff on the highways and stuff there. You care to hit a little bit on that, or where we're at, or where you guys are at, basically, on that issue?
Yeah, we have our layout, and we want to try to stick to our layout as much as possible. With a lot of people, like the group this size, could be disastrous if we change the layout altogether. So we do want to stick to the layout and have it running. I believe the judge has said that the sheriff's office has agreed to help us with the traffic. We had also thought about trying to find volunteers to help with the traffic control, to flag and tell people where to park, just be a little bit more organized so that the traffic won't back up so much onto the main road.
Yeah, I know that was, I know I come over there one weekend and, had to wait a little bit in the line there. I mean, wasn't anything that bothered us, but I have seen over the last, couple of times that you guys were able to meet, before the snowstorm, there was a lot of issues and stuff going on. And then from what I understood was one of the 2 times you all have met recently, there was the issue, with some complaints coming, from the traffic jam out there. But I mean, it sounds like it's a wonderful thing that, maybe you want to have a sheriff out there, sheriff deputy out there that'll be able to help a little bit directing traffic in and out of there. And, as we've talked here and as you went through here, I've actually shared a few pictures, that Dakota, had sent with you guys that had taken with the drone. And, I was showing it here, like the one up on the screen right now, as you can kind of see on each side here. And for those of you, who are new or haven't been to Morgan County Auction, the sailors set up on each side here, and you drive through the center here and pick up your items, or you can park in the back part to the left over here. To the back part there, you can park and actually walk around to each of the vendors over there, or sellers. Ever what do you call you guys, Wayne? Whatever you guys are called. Uh, but I'm trying to pull up a few of these here to kind of show you. Here's a flow kind of through the center coming from what I would call the Woods Bend Road there. I don't know exactly what the number of that road is, but I mean, you can kind of see the flow of, how traffic comes through. And then you have also the overhead shot that I showed there in the beginning. I mean, this is actually small compared to what I've seen with traffic over there before down in that parking area. And, which I'm going to get back onto the main camera here, but, I spoke with Caitlin yesterday here or a day before yesterday. And with there may be some talks about possibly having a little bit of an extended area, maybe graveled to where there'd be a little bit more extended area for the parking and stuff.
Yeah. I was talking to the judge executive, and he said that he was looking into the possibility of being able to use some of that grassy area around the horse ring there to where we could utilize it as more buyer parking.
That's awesome.
I have a question.
Yeah.
How many sellers or vendors do you have total number there?
The sellers that have registered, and these aren't active sellers every week. These are just, they want to go ahead and get their seller number in case they decide to sell. We are at 270 something, I believe.
Wow.
While you're talking about that, I'm going to pull up a picture here. It's actually just a screenshot that I took yesterday from the auction online page. And it says there are 16.3 thousand members on that Facebook page, on that Facebook group. So, I mean, that is massive. Is, I don't even know if there's 16,000 people in Morgan County. So, so that goes to show you, how big this event, how big this has become. This isn't just a small thing.
I would be intrigued to know, in addition to the number of sellers and the amount of money that is generated, the number of people that come into this auction site week in, week out, that partake in vendors outside. I mean, I know there's probably people coming in from the outside the county that go and buy and sell, and then they probably go to our local restaurants, our local gas stations. Yeah. So it enhances tourism, and it's beneficial to a lot of people in the county.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, you actually had some people comment on that the other day. In some where the comment I believe you made on Tuesday, was it Tuesday, Monday or Tuesday? What the heck is today?
Today is
Thursday. So yeah, it'd been Tuesday then.
It's been a long
I don't know where we're at here. But yeah, the post that you made earlier in the week, there was people commenting that they drive from counties away. Wayne was even talking about someone that drove from Ironton, Ohio, to come down here, and but at the same time, a lot of those people were saying that they get gas here. They stop at maybe the Mexican restaurant or Hardee's or somewhere here in Morgan County. They shop at our local grocery.
They eat here. They buy here.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. I mean, so it's bringing, and I'm not trying to be too negative about things, but as most of us know that are from Morgan County, we don't have nothing here. We don't have theaters anymore. We don't have pools anymore. We don't have anything to do. We don't have nothing for kids to do. We don't have anything for adults to do yet, Mark. I see you hiding over there, but in the corner. But we'll get to that later.
We got a lot of youth that comes to the down there.
Yeah, and I feel bad, guys. Here's one of your own, Mr. Wayne Thornsberry. We'll let Wayne talk a little bit. I feel bad I know I introduced him earlier.
No, lay it on it.
Guys, any of us know Wayne loves to talk, right? So let's get him going here.
Caitlin herself knows we got a lot of youth that comes down there.
Absolutely.
They love to.
Well, she was telling me about an Easter event. They were telling me about the Easter event that they have, which, like I told her, I said, Easter's coming up. So, you guys get this approval, you get open back up. I mean, Easter's only a couple of weeks away at this point, 6 weeks away, maybe 4.
Always has Easter. She always has Thanksgiving. It's always Christmas, big event. You come out bring the kids. That she always goes out. They do the Easter egg hunts. Oh my gosh, how many was it, Caitlin? How many eggs was distributed out?
I believe it was over 7,000. I can't remember.
God.
And they put money in the
Seven.
eggs, the golden eggs. I mean, they go all the way
That's
up.
what I'm saying. Well, Matthew was telling me, how much 7,000? What he said?
Yeah,
Over 7,000
Over
eggs. He said it took him
7,000.
hours to put out, and in less than 5 minutes they were collected and gone.
Yeah.
So that tells you the number of children that come to that event. So I mean, it's
look at the Christmas events,
right.
The presents that we all take and get up donations. And
Caitlin, are you able to see the comments on your phone? Are you
unreal.
seeing these comments?
Yes, I'm trying to keep up with them.
Okay, because I went back through some of them. I see where the Mary Johnson says she's from Rowan County. She's there on Sundays. We've got Elliott County. Nora says people get gas, groceries, and eat before going home. Save a lot. McDonald's. Where'd that go? IGA Cougar Corner is packed. I know. You think you said you maybe talked to Double Quick. The people at Double Quick, and they've noticed the business.
Loads of people from
County
comes down
Wayne, you're actually getting people saying hey to you.
Hey.
Must be missing you, man.
They miss me.
Halloween. They said Halloween's a big event over there.
It is.
Yeah.
Well, I can say this. I'm appreciative of what you all do, and I buy a lot of baseball, basketball, football cards, and a lot of memorabilia, and I participate
Did you
in
post that?
auctions, not only within Morgan County, but also in like Jackson and in Moorhead and other venues and places, and none of them have the number of vendors and sellers that this place has, and the amount of money and tourism that is generated. I went to Breathitt, and I'm not talking bad about the Breathitt County auction, but I think they had maybe 20, 25 sellers, and I was like, this is not very big at all. But then when you come to the one over here on Liberty Road, it's an attraction in itself. And you go there having bid on something, and sometimes you find items that are intriguing that you purchase here and now.
Look at this. Kim and Jeff Jones here says their uncle drives from Hamilton, Ohio, down here. I mean, Hamilton, Ohio. I mean, I've got family in the Hamilton area, and I mean that's what, 2.5, 3 hours drive or something other right there. So I mean, that's awesome, and that's what I'm saying. I pulled this up a minute ago that showed that even on the online part of it, there's 16.3 thousand members on this group. And, she's obviously welcoming more people. If there's people watching right now that hasn't had anything to do with this or don't know anything about it, right here is exactly what it looks like right here. And if I'm not mistaken, she said the other night, if you look right under the joined button right here, there's a button that says featured, and that's where you'll be able to read the regulations, the rules and regulations to the group and everything, how you stay with it and everything. But I'm kind of forgot Caitlin's on here. We've all been hammering down on her, so we're going to let her get back to talking a little bit.
You're fun.
This is a different time. When me and you spoke earlier today, I actually had a different feeling how this was going to go. But when you told me the things you told me earlier, I have to kind of be a little bit more lenient. So that's why I'm talking a little bit and just rambling on, because it isn't how exactly I thought it was going to go until you tell me some of the good news. And there's still good news that you haven't spoken on yet, but we'll let you get to that shortly here. So I'll let you get back to it.
Okay. I guess I'd just start with when I started this group 4 years ago, I never imagined it would grow to what it is today. And we do take pride on trying to keep it very organized, and like you said, the rules and the regular rules and guidelines, we stick to those. That helps. We don't do drama or any unnecessary anything. But the fact that it's grown to this size, I mean, that shows the great need for it. In this community, and just in general in this horrible economy. And we understand that there is concerns from specifically mostly the neighbors on the road. I completely understand that being held up, would be irritating, coming back from church or whatever. And we do hear those concerns, and we do understand it, and we are trying to work on it. Like I had said, a few of the traffic control plans, there's still a lot more to it. We're making changes. And I spoke, like I said, I spoke to the judge executive earlier today, and he said they were going to push to do a special called fiscal court meeting so that we can try to get this approved and get it done and out of the way so that we can continue, doing what we all love to do.
Yeah, and while you're on that topic, I'm going to ask. I know, I think Eric's on here. I saw a minute ago. Eric, where it is a special called meeting, is the public still, if it is called, say it's at 6:00 tomorrow night, is the public still allowed to attend this? If some of the people that are watching or people from the auction want to attend that meeting, are they still going to be able to attend that meeting as they would have, on the 27th? So, I'll let you get back, Caitlin. I just wanted to throw that in there while you was on that topic.
Oh, yeah, you're good. From my knowledge, I believe that people are allowed to come. I'm assuming that everybody's allowed to come, and we encourage our members to come and show some peaceful support.